That's a very important question. What should you look for? And the reason I say this is important is many times customers will contact us and they'll tell you that, listen, my energy profile is similar to my neighbor. We leave home at 7, we get home at 6. We have the same 2-door fridge, we have 2 AC, yada, yada, yada. But yet my bill is 50% higher than my neighbor. Why is that so? It's the energy rating, because both you will have a customer A, customer B. Same equipment, but one uses a higher amperage or higher current than the other. So I know that many of our customers, when we're purchasing equipment, we focus on 2 things. 1, the brand, and 2, the price. But let's not be penny wise and pound foolish, especially with what is happening in the global space, all the geopolitical issues that have caused this precipitous increase in oil prices. We have to be aware of the energy consumption of the equipment. And it's a very simple maths, right? When you look at your electricity bill at the end of the month, we bill you for the total consumption for the month. How do we get that figure? It's based on the voltage multiplied by the amps or the current that the equipment uses by the number of hours that the equipment is plugged in. So it's very simple. If you reduce that number, the smaller the amperage is for that equipment, the smaller the overall consumption will be. So naturally, that will redound to a reduction in your electricity bill.
There are protocols, and I'd want persons to know that these protocols are written, documented, and simulated. So we have step-by-step procedures for what we do. And we are blessed with a simulator, which basically it's almost like a flight simulator, if you will, where we can actually exercise these steps in restoring the grid, and that's a part of training our people. So the first thing after the ODPEM gives the all clear, and we don't work during the storm. So ODPEM has to give the all clear. Our first procedure is to do our initial damage assessment. Initial damage assessment can take anywhere between 6 to 12 hours. And this is just a drive-by or a flyover, just to see the extent of the damage, where you have landslides, flooding, access, roads that are broken away, bridges. This basically is our first assessment of what the country has seen, and it helps us to plan our next step. And our next step is our detailed patrol or our detailed damage assessment. And this now is a pole-by-pole inspection of all our assets. So starting from the generating stations, we have detailed procedures for the inspections, our substations itself, and all the circuits going right out to where the customers are. And we make a log of all the defects that are found. And those defects will become our material list. Right? So we'll know all the materials that will be required to effect repairs. But also we start the work planning process, which is the next stage. So after we collate all of these damaged areas, we can now start to plan our work. So we'll know the labor that is required, we know the material that is required, and we can basically estimate how long it will take. And then from the work plan now, we're going to our energizations after that. So as soon as a package of work is completed, then we proceed to the energization.